Kenya, utamu wa Kenya. Karibu onje utamu. Utamu wa Kenya, utamu wa Kenya. Onjeni utamaduni wetu. Ujue historia yetu. Ndio joto la upendo wetu. Na ladha ya nguvu yetu. Karibu onje utamu. Utamu wa Kenya, utamu wa Kenya. Karibu onje utamu. Utamu wa Kenya, utamu wa Kenya.
12 home cooks from across the country made it into the Fuata Flava kitchen. 6 remain cooking. Who can cook their way to 1 million Kenya shillings?
Contestant number 6, please step forward.
Last week saw the challenge take a sudden turn.
And she's back. Whoa.
Angie was brought back into the kitchen and she didn't disappoint. As the contestants take what is thrown at them, what have the judges cooked up this week?
Some will soar and some will flatline, all in an effort to win Kenya's favor and bag 1 million shillings. Who do you think will take it? Well, you have to watch.
We are down to 6. This is the beginning of the final countdown.
Amina, step into the kitchen.
Something for your mind, your body, and your soul.
As a woman who has been doing work in the kitchen was not a threat. The threat was the recipe.
I wanted to make chapati, but I changed my mind.
Why?
If I was to be given this recipe, I'm telling you like yesterday, today, I could not have thought chapati, I do this, I could go straight away. Hapana, sijakasirika, niko poa. But the emotion came here when Kobe told me, why don't you use an oven? I said, oven, I don't know.
The oven wasn't working for you?
I don't know how to use an oven. Don't hold it.
No, it's okay. I know, it's a lot of pressure. It's okay. Don't cry.
I'm the only one who doesn't know how to use oven.
Interestingly, her puff pastry cooked.
Exactly.
And they said it was nice. Asante.
I mean, this means that you are free from elimination.
I'm short of words to be in this standard with those guys who are internet and whatever. But I'm happy. I'm excited. Royco has brought me very far.
Next, we have Tendai.
If making something people are gonna have to eat, it has to be to its best. So I do it in a way that it's like no other.
Now the game is much more complicated, so I can't just go and pan fry salmon. These competitors were there very good, so you have to have that in mind. So you can make an excellent dish, but they can make an even more excellent dish.
Let me tell you something about your poached egg.
Yes.
See that? That's magic.
For the first time, I think I've been able to get a smile of Chef Ben, which I'm very happy about.
Tendai.
Smoke in that fish.
Yeah.
I thought that was very bold. And the fact that I could actually feel the flavors of the cinnamon and the star anise in his dish, that was immense. None of you are going home.
Basically, what has happened is they've made it more difficult for us because literally the competitors will be head to head because everyone will be there, all 6 of us. There's no hiding from any camera, everyone is there, and it's right down to it. The best of the best.
Next, Angie.
I'm 25 years old, the last born in our family. I'm an artist. I do paint. I do it as a hobby. When I'm just free and I feel like using the colors, I just do it.
I'm feeling excited and awesome that I made it because we get a chance to just do our own thing, open. So that's exciting.
So Angie, what are you planning to do with this sauce? It seems like it's actually even breaking apart now.
You have a structure, but when you go and I just don't know what happens. Instead of putting butter, I did olive oil and I was using wine, so it kind of separated.
Yes, Angie. Now, she actually made her sauce twice. What I find in Angie's food is a lot going on. You know, Angie, I'm sorry to say, but this is the end of your journey. Contestant number 6, please step forward.
I think Chef Ben noticed my mistakes. He just thought maybe if I had another chance, I'll do better.
We now have Jean.
At a younger age, I knew that art was painting and drawing, only for me to realize that food also is a form of art. There was something called culinary arts.
I was hoping someone would make sushi, actually. I don't see it yet.
Maybe.
Well, maybe.
I made you sushi. What I was going for is actually to have the whole experience in your mouth.
Full thing?
Full thing.
Throw it in?
Throw it in.
Wasabi.
Wasabi. Yes.
I'm on fire, John. Thank you.
I come from Coast, Mombasa. Young children eat chili raw.
Jove, please step up. The rocket is not everyone's favorite. What do you think about it?
Oh, I like it.
You do, huh?
Yeah. So the rocket is a very strong leaf, vegetable, and so we have to play with some different flavors.
Jave.
You know, Jave again is one person that really impresses me with his flavors. I've never had a problem with his flavors, and clearly it seems like he knows what he's doing.
They found it good, yes, and the little tricks I tried to play around did work well.
Jave has proven that he can actually take it up a notch. From the beginning, I've always told you, your presentations are probably what require more work, but it was a good effort, and your flavors were definitely there.
You know, this is a competition, and as it gets harder, the strongest will continue to move. Yeah, so that's the way I see it.
Finally, we have Janet.
For the first time, I just go there and do something. I have no idea what I'm going to do. Chef will be watching, see if I repeat all these certain similarity in what I've done before and what I'll do today. I decided to try and do a plate with the fish. I don't know for what reason, but the atmosphere was quite relaxing and it was quite enjoyable today.
Janet, very quiet, meek as a mouse over there. She shukad. She actually braided it.
It's true, Janet. In this particular challenge, you've managed to get the wild card.
Yay, Janet.
You're the one who made it. So you will be exempted from the next challenge.
Thank you. It's impressive. I'm amazed. Today it was fun.
The one thing I love about this show is that the Fuata Flava kitchen is fully stocked for you, from our soko, with fresh vegetables, to our fridge, and of course the ingredients on the shelf. But as always, there are some secret ingredients in your kikapus. You know that you have to use all 4 of them. You can now open your baskets.
Today's basket contains, as usual, Royco, whole rabbit, and ripe mango, polenta,
This one for today. This is it. This is it. Getting the million is not easy. All those things I've never used, maybe unless, apart from the mango.
It's a crazy combination.
Before sijapika sungura, lakini sungura nyama yake nikiona ni kama kuku tu. I think hapo sina shida yote.
I had a pet rabbit. Was it white? Was it fluffy with very adorable eyes? This goes against my values. But for £1,000,000, I will compromise.
The rabbit is a long preparation under normal conditions. The process is about an hour for the cooking now. So as soon as you start cooking it, it's 45 minutes to an hour.
But that's not where the problem is. The problem is with polenta. Nobody knows what a polenta is, literally. And I happen to know what polenta is. So that has made me very happy.
It looks like couscous.
I believe it's from corn, so it's more like unga ugali but a little bit coarse.
The only thing yenye itaweza kunisumbua ni ile couscous hiyo, whatever it is, but once nikifika huko,
as usual, I'll go there confident, try my best, and see where it takes me.
Contestants, by making it this far, you have certainly proved that you are talented. But will that talent take you to the next level and give you one more chance at winning $1 million? We'll have to find out.
So you will each be given 45 minutes to complete this challenge. When the time stops, the cooking stops. Please, start now.
The final 6 contestants kick off their most crucial challenge yet. Faced with a combination of ingredients that most have never used, they are in for a tough ride.
The... what do you call pachanta? I like saying pachanta. Is it the right thing? Polenta.
I've never had rabbit. I think it's either you do... I don't know.
Look, we could do anything with whatever we find, yeah? It's the end result that counts.
Today's Royco natural ingredient quick cooking tip.
Intensely and uniquely flavorful and aromatic, garlic has been used all over the world. It has been used as a health aid for thousands of years, which is why it's one of the 16 natural ingredients in Royco. One way I like to use Royco is in my chutneys. In a hot pan, add some oil. Lightly fry your cardamoms. Add in your orange zest, mango, and orange. Sprinkle in your chili powder, add some vinegar and orange juice. Finally, some Royco and simmer until thick. Tangy, sweet, spicy, a great accompaniment you can always go back to. Please, start now.
I think these are the most puzzling ingredients so far. Very different. I've never imagined them together.
Well, we've reached a point where we need to start separating the contestants. We need to know how far they can push it and whether they can actually work with, different and more difficult ingredients.
I don't know, I think it's tricky to do a whole rabbit. So I found the part which has more meat, which is the leg. So I just decided to cut it, used black pepper and salt. So I just did it with olive oil and butter. Then I finished it off in the oven.
The rabbit, I took the leg of the rabbit. I didn't take the whole thing.
Mom.
Yes.
How are you?
I'm fine.
You're going on well?
Yeah.
Sungura yenyewe iko wapi?
Sungura iko hapa ndani.
Okay.
Na marinate yeye hapa sahihi. Alafu namweka hapa. Sawa?
Sawa.
Nimemchinja, nikamchemsha na nikamfanya marination, nikamfry vizuri, akakuwa crispy.
What kind of meat is rabbit in terms of like consistency?
Well, you see, the loin is probably what's probably going to be the most tender. The legs, which is most of what they're using, the hind limbs actually, sometimes require a little more cooking.
I know that this rabbit is something that has to be tendered before, and I never experienced a rabbit just fried, and so I didn't want to do that.
Have you made rabbit before?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
But not this way.
Okay. but not this way.
Not this way, because my preparation starts 24 hours before
24 hours.
for marination.
Okay. I get you. You don't have that luxury here. Okay.
I've made a kind of batter, and I cooked it in orange juice, honey.
My rabbit, what I basically did was I coated it with my batter.
So Tendai, tell me a little bit about this batter.
Oh, okay, so this is basically a batter similar to the one you'd find on corn dogs. What makes corn dogs is the same ingredient. Corn dogs is the same stuff that is made here. So I think I'll just have to join a corn dog and rabbit together. I basically put Royco in a dish, Royco cube, flour, polenta, spices. Basically just sauteed all that together and dipped them after I boiled them and fried them, deep fried them.
Have you had experience with rabbit?
I had a pet rat, Bunny Fufu. I so hate this challenge.
Oh, okay. No, don't worry.
Okay.
God knew what he was doing when he put us at the top of the food chain.
Okay. Bunny Fufu, I will make his death an honorable one. He will be moist, I'll be spicy.
Jean, yes? What are you doing?
Stabbing a rabbit.
Right. You know it's dead, yeah?
I'm removing my frustrations. I was stabbing it so that my marinade could actually seep inside the muscles of the rabbit. The marinade is mango, brown sugar, some chili, some coriander, some turmeric.
Today everything refused. My secret ingredient burnt. Apparently I forgot it in oil. I had cooked it and I thought I had reduced the heat, but apparently I hadn't. So by the time I was noticing the oil was too hot.
Janet, is that how you wanted your mango?
No.
It's burnt.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do? You have enough left? Are you going to serve that?
I'm gonna take another. My coconut refused to come from the shell, so it's okay if I heat it, even if it makes noise.
It's okay.
Huh? That's the only way I know how to break it. Yeah, and I didn't see a hammer. A hammer would have been the next option. It's only the rabbit that behaved.
So what do you want to do?
I want to grill it.
Okay.
Yeah, and then make some nice sauce for it.
Okay.
I marinated it in white wine and stuffed in rosemary, and then a mixture of spices and Royco. Poured it on top, then I grilled it. Okay, Janet?
Janet is off to a challenging start, but with the level of competition, small mistakes could prove fatal.
Also, the polenta gave me quite a challenge because I wanted to cook it together with the sesame seeds. Apparently, when I boiled my milk on putting the sesame seeds, it curdled. I had to pour it. I just took water and some cream. I don't know if I remember to put the salt or any other seasoning to it, but I cooked it. What's polenta?
Polenta is a type of flour. It's almost like cornmeal, only that it's made from yellow maize.
Ah, all right. So, different variation of sembe.
Something like that.
Okay.
Yes.
If anything, you can do much more with polenta than you can with normal ugali.
And I've seen people preparing ugali here, so I'm going to do the same thing.
My ugali at least has flavor. I added salt and pepper, milk, and then also I added green, red, and yellow bell peppers. And then after it was almost about cooked, I put it in the oven for some time, for some 10 minutes. And then.
So how do you get the shape?
Oh,
ring mold?
Yeah, ring mold.
All right. Okay.
Come on.
What do you think about the polenta?
Oh God, I don't know.
Have you ever made it
just,
before?
No.
Okay.
You just have to make it rich. I decided to cook the polenta with olive oil, parmesan, salt and pepper. Then I mixed it together.
And you spread it on this?
Yeah, and put it in the fridge to rest. Then I just let it sit in the fridge to form that car shape. So I did cut it, then griddled it. So I did a griddled polenta.
Ile polenta, hata si wa Somali tunakulaga badala kula ugali ngumu, tunakulaga ugali nyepesi. Ile nimetia maziwa, nimetia sukari kidogo, katia black pepper kidogo. So I don't know. Nimepika kitu zijui.
Even with a challenging basket, the contestants have taken up the task and are all trying new dishes, pushing themselves even harder.
Remember, contestants, you must use all 4 secret ingredients. Failure to do so is an automatic disqualification, so keep that in mind.
Everything's to try here now. Kuliko niwache ikae nje alafu I don't use it, I'll be penalized.
Sometimes it's good to get some cake so that you change the way you think and the way you do things.
Even though we've not cooked these things, people are adapting. So bring a snake tomorrow and best believe it'll be worked upon, which is scary. Because initially I said, you know what, let them bring the most difficult thing, because that's the only way people can be filtered. But it turns out people are adapting, so it makes the game even more difficult, more harder.
Contestants, while you're cooking, look around, because one of you is going to be leaving. This is the opportunity for you to try and save yourselves. You still have time to redeem yourself. So think hard. Be creative.
You know something? You know, Chef Ben is very intimidating when he comes close to whatever you're cooking, and he questions something. You know, you right there you start to rethink your entire dish, literally.
How's your rabbit?
It's good so far. It's just the oil that is taking long to
Is this it?
get hot. Yeah.
So you're going to cook it twice. You boil it and then you deep fry it.
Deep frying.
Oh, so you're boiling that? I'm like, yes. Oh, then afterwards you're gonna deep fry it? Yes. Oh, okay, all right. I'm like, now, you know, you start thinking then, and like, what does he really mean? And then, you know, he might say, I remember I tried to tell you that time. So, you know, I'm just all over the place.
What's this, the mango?
Yes. And some chili.
And some chili?
Yeah.
So I should brace myself.
Brace yourself. It's not too hot.
Angie, what do we have there?
Chef Ben asked me, what is that? Barbecue sauce.
Barbecue sauce. Right.
His reaction, I just said, let me just not put that barbecue sauce. I just took the rabbit, then I just plated it. I didn't want to spoil it because I just saw his reaction. I said, no.
Is that the plate you plan on using?
Yes.
So that's going to be your presentation.
Again, Tendai, are you going to give us that plate? I look at the plate, I'm like, yes. I mean, are you going to suggest something?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop.
Stop, everybody.
Tendai, step back.
Yule sungura hajakuwa mjanja, nilimshika nikamgonga kichwa, nikamchinja, nikampika. Yuko juu ya meza, nendeni mkamle.
What would Chef Ben have made using this week's secret ingredients?
For the rabbit challenge, I plan to do a duo of rabbit. For that, I will need rabbit, oyster sauce, fish sauce, cranberry sauce, tamarind sauce, sesame oil, sweet peppers, sweet chili sauce, freshly chopped thyme, fresh coriander, white wine, pistachio nuts, semi-ripe mango, polenta, fresh cream, milk, bacon. So I'm going to start by taking out the limbs. taking out the heart and the lungs. Take out that flesh right there. I'll do the same with the other side. Make incision cuts right down the back. So I have my little racks ready. Next, I get the loin, second loin. Switch on my oven, aluminum foil, strips of bacon. Just remember that beef bacon dries up. Loin on top, a little bit of salt, some pepper, second loin on top. So I'm simply just gonna roll this up. I'm just gonna roast that in the oven for about 10 minutes, bring it out and let it rest before I cut it. For the bone, I actually plan on making a small stock for my sauce. Some carrot, celery, onion, and my bones. Some water. Reduce that heat and just let that simmer. White wine, cranberry sauce, some rabbit stock, Royco chicken juicy mix. I want to do my polenta. I'll put some milk, a little cream, crush my pistachio nuts, and in it goes. My milk has come to a boil, so I'm just gonna toss in my polenta. Polenta is very similar to ugali, and the cooking method is actually quite the same. Out of the pan and directly onto the foil. Give it a nice smooth finish. Roll it up. So, my rack. So I'm gonna season this with some salt, some black pepper. We're ready to go. Take out my rabbit rack. I'm gonna open my polenta. Still nice and hot. I'm just straining my sauce so I can get a nice smooth sauce. Mango salsa, give it a good mix. So there you have it, my rabbit dish. Tonight.
Thanks, Chef Ben.
How was today for you?
It was fun. It was fun cooking something new. You know, it's like an experiment. But you know, we talked about experience last week, so let's see how this one went.
Okay.
I don't know if you can call these rabbit nuggets. Is there something like that? But basically, we have rabbit that has been coated in a nice thick batter, which was of course mainly based on the polenta, the Royco breadcrumbs. It's extorted with a fruit salad, which is basically a mixture of the seasoned mango, apple, and our infamous Chinese lettuce, or Chinese cabbage rather.
Tenda, you're a madman.
All right.
That's actually.
Can you believe I managed to get Chef Ben to smile? Today, can you believe I managed to get him to he called me a mad genius. Yeah, I mean, I can use that as a quote alone. Okay.
All right, and
All right, then.
I hope it gets you to the next round.
All right, thank you. I think you wonder that was actually mushroom.
Yes,
yeah,
yes, I
realized.
did.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
So, have you bani fufu? I made a barbecue out of the barbecue, the rabbit, and then I marinated with mango and some spices. And then the pechata I made like sort of my take of ugali.
I think it's the first time that you've brought a flavor of Kenya. Us, you know, I like it. I like this version of our local food.
Yeah. There's a bit of a charred, texture to your rabbit. I feel like it's a bit almost like a burnt flavor.
Okay.
Thank you.
Koro Janet.
For the rabbit, I marinated it with white wine and some Royco, some cumin, garam masala, and then I grilled it with some sesame oil. I made the sauce with tamarind and coconut. Then for the polenta, I cooked it with a bit of salt and pepper. Then I did the mango chips.
Raw mango has that uchachu, you know, that sourness. And mixing raw mango with tamarind, it's almost like that's double sour.
You have your bone here, and then you have the fruit over here, and the dip here. It just feels a little bit complicated, but individually, I feel that they taste very well. Together, I think he's right about the sourness of both the mango and the tamarind. But we'll see.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Jabe.
Hi.
What did you make for us today?
Okay. So today I cook my rabbit in orange sauce and honey.
You never cease to amaze, Jabe. That rabbit is actually moist, and the polenta is also quite smooth and soft, and you know, this is a very good texture. I hope it's enough to take it to the next stage. Thank you.
Thank you.
Angie.
Yes.
So how do you feel?
Just fine.
Yeah, just fine. You come back. You made it through the first round of your second round in Fuata Flava, and you're just fine.
Now I'm excited.
Okay, the next let's see what you have.
So I did roasted rabbit with veggies, cabbage, with curry powder and carrots. Then I did the polenta with Parmesan cheese, olive oil, and black pepper and salt. For the sauce, I did mango and raspberry, garlic.
You know, coming back, it almost seems like you've come back with a vengeance, and I'm actually happy with the fact that you did this, considering it's the first time, in such a unique way.
Like second chances?
Definitely.
I think we all do. You know what? When you first put it in your mouth, it is kind of a lot to process, because yes, I think the rabbit is overdone, but the aftertaste is amazing. What stays in your mouth after is unbelievable. I don't know how you pull that off, but yeah, good effort.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Leo umetupikia nini?
Nimewapikia sungura, sijawahi kupika. Hiyo ugali nimefanya ile laini sana, nimeweka maziwa, nimeweka sukari kidogo, black pepper, na nikaweka butter.
Okay.
Na Royco.
Ginger iko wapi?
Iko ndani.
Ginger?
Ginger iko ndani.
Amina. Nipenda kukuonyesha kitu.
Sawa. Niko tayari kuonyesha.
Nini nyama?
Haikuiva ama nini nimekuwa? Sikujua nini, nisema labda haikuiva, but wakati alipoona akasema it's moist. He's never seen something like that.
Neighbor.
Asante.
It's the best actually out of the six, to be honest. It's
in terms of the way it's done?
It's so moist.
Yeah.
Nikasikia raha.
Thank you.
Contestants, I really think that you did great. Things that you've never seen or experimented with before, you really took a notch higher. But as you know, not everybody's gonna stay. So please exit the kitchen while we deliberate. Today's ingredients, fun, adventurous. I loved it.
So Tendai, initially when he told me what he was planning to do, I got a bit worried that he decided to boil that rabbit. And obviously you could see how it turned out. It dried up and everything.
And then, of course, we had Jean.
I felt like maybe he left it on the pan far too long, so it actually had this burnt flavor to it. But that sauce was incredible.
The sauce was incredible, and I enjoyed his meal. There was a lot going on over there with Janet today. She burned her mango, which I think she was trying to shred.
in terms of what the rest of the other people did, I think hers was the simplest, where she just used salt and pepper with the rosemary, and then she put it in the oven. You know, she's the one who got the immunity the last time, and I kind of expected a lot more from her this time around. I don't know whether she's relaxed or whether, you know, she tried to push it too far to the edge and maybe it kind of like backfired on her.
The man from Mauritius
Yes,
strikes again.
Javier. I don't know if you've noticed, Javier tends to like using a lot of dusting. In his audition, remember he dusted the fish. I remember when he had the liver, he dusted it before he fried it. And this time around, he's dusted the rabbit and then he fried it. Now it almost looks like, you know, whenever he's not sure of how to do something, he'll just go and dust it and...
Right, and hope for the best. So, the lady who came back.
Yes, Angie continues to surprise me. I almost feel like sending her off kind of like, reignited this passion to want to really win this. One of the cleanest plates that I've seen. It was actually quite simple. Less is more.
Yeah.
So, you know, Angie really shows that she's learned from at least the first elimination, sorry to say.
Okay.
But I'm actually happy that we managed to get her back.
So, Mama Jiko,
Yes.
you were happy with her.
You know, I was actually surprised. And when I saw her start off, I kind of like judged her far too early. And I actually thought that that dish was not going to turn out as it did.
Yeah.
If you consider the fact that she's not experienced, I guess, out of the entire lot. And she actually made one of the best, rabbits.
What I can definitely say about Amina is I really think it's time for the pity party to end.
I agree.
Yeah, she's doing great and she needs to move forward. And, you know, I feel like she's growing and it's time for her to put herself mentally in that space.
I couldn't agree with you more, Kobe.
But Chef Ben, $1 million for one person.
One person, somebody must go.
As you know, every single week, someone has to go home.
So I wish to call forward Angie, Janet, and Amina.
I'm going to start with the gentleman in the back this time round. Gervais, your rabbit was excellent. You've had some experience with it, and it definitely came through. The orange worked for you, and I like the presentation. You're obviously listening. Tendai, I think you're a bit inventive with the ingredients that you got. It was a bit overcooked, but all in all, I think you did a great job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Jean, I think you went out of your element today. And the spices and the flavoring of your rabbit really, really came out. And I enjoyed that. So, it is my honor to say, gentlemen, you have made it to the next round. You may leave the Fuata Flava kitchen.
Thank you very much. The gentleman impressed. Oh, that was good. You know, apart on our very backs for a job well done. I was very happy about that.
We're left with 3. This is not to say that your dishes were the weakest. It just means that the gents did slightly better. Amina. The seasoning I felt was a bit low. And, it makes me believe that maybe you need to train your taste buds. So continue tasting so you can know that you're actually putting enough. Angie, you continue to impress. I can tell this was your first time working with rabbit, as you had said. And I'm wondering whether it worked against you. It was a bit dry. It could have done with less cooking. In fact, if anything, you all had a whole piece of rabbit. Maybe you could have cooked more so you can taste it and tell whether it's good or not. Janet.
Chef.
Innovative. I've noticed you have become friends with your oven, and you're using it quite a lot now. I also feel like maybe there were some strategies that you were trying which didn't exactly work. From the shredded mango which you fried and burnt. This said, I do believe that you all have done a very, very good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I feel that from where we started off in the beginning, you have all developed immensely. And you should be proud of yourselves, as I am of you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
I agree.
But someone has to go. The person to be inched a little by her opponents was Janet. Thank you so much for trying, Janet.
Thank you, Chef.
It was great having you in this kitchen. And I hope you keep cooking, because I can see you have a lot of passion.
Actually, even before the chef said, by the end of the challenge, and I had already predicted. Yeah. Somehow seeing what the others had made and the way mine was, I kind of saw.
I wish you the best in your future.
Thank you.
Thank you, Janet, so much for joining. And we hope that you teach many, many more Kenyans some of the things that you've learned here, so you can get stellar champions in years to come. Thank you.
Thank you. I've really learned a lot. I've met incredible people. The experience was quite good for me. I've learned that I need to continue learning. You know, learning is a continuous process and it never ends. And I've become a better chef now.
Okay, it's not such a nice thing to be told that you're eliminated, but the positivity she oozes gets you thinking. You're like, really? Are we just taking this too hard?
Janet, she has a passion of cooking. She has tried hard, and she has the motive that I do have, that if you eliminated, it's not the end of the world. There are so many, and we've already been published with Royco. From here, we've taken a step, we've become celebrity. Now we're on TV.
Utamu wa Kenya, utamu wa Kenya, ujue historia yetu, ndiyo